Do you think that everyone else's life is so much easier than yours? Do you think, why is it that they have it all handed to them on a plate, and for me everything is just like an uphill struggle? Well, if so, you're in the right place. Okay, hi, my name's Catherine, and today we're going to be talking about when it feels like you got given the wrong end of the... Oh no, I'm going to try and find a saying, but I can't. You got the short, sharp stick or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, you feel like just life is a lot tougher for you than it is for everybody else, okay? Well, right. So we're going to talk about that, yeah, and then we're going to talk about how we can look at that a little bit differently. Okay, so sometimes we can fall into that trap of feeling like just everybody else has got it easier, and I think social media and the television plays a big role in that, don't they? You know, everyone else's life seems a lot better. Yes? Now, you can choose to take yourself off social media. I personally don't go on social media because actually, you know what? I like to keep my life private. What I do is my business, and I'm not hugely interested on knowing what someone else has had to eat that day, or you know what award their child has got. Don't get me wrong, you know, that's great and all these things are wonderful, but you know, like and also at the same time, I don't really want to be posting about how amazing my life is, because let's face it, life isn't like that, is it? Yeah, because what you're doing by thinking everyone else's life is easier, you're comparing your life to the mask that other people are putting out. You don't really know what's going on behind closed doors. You're just seeing the facade. We all put on a mask, don't we? We all have a mask that hides the truer inner us to the world. Yeah, so we're actually, by comparing ourselves to other people's masks, it's not a true comparison. Also, by saying that, well, actually, you know, they have it so much easier, we're allowing ourselves to stay stuck. We're giving ourselves a little get out card, aren't we? Yeah? Oh, well, you know, she's just had everything handed to her on a plate. Everything just came so easy. She was funded for this, she had that, then she got married and he's amazing, and oh, of course her life is going to be simple. Yeah? It's very easy to do that. And then by doing that, you're saying, well, actually, my life wasn't like that at all. I had to work for everything. I had to struggle, and I had to... And so, of course, my life is going to be less than. Okay? You're giving yourself a pass for not progressing your life forward. Because you know what? The great things in life that we get, the things that we truly love, we earn. It's true. Now, you get people who say, I wish, oh, if only I could win the lottery, all my problems would dissolve. Okay? Now I understand that actually when you're in financial lack, it's not easy, and it's very easy to think, well, if someone just handed me a whole load of cash, then all these problems that I've got would disappear. Yeah? But actually that feeling would be really empty, because how would it feel? It would feel so much better, wouldn't it, if, like a phoenix rising out of the ashes, you went on an incredible journey with ups and downs and dips and falls, and eventually you found your success, and you would look back on that remarkable journey and feel so proud of yourself. Yeah? That wouldn't feel empty at all, would it? That would feel truly incredible. Yeah? Whereas you hear about lottery winners who are just who basically end up broke again, or just having a terrible life because they've just had this money dumped on them, and it's just like, doesn't bring them happiness. It might bring them happiness for like 1 second, like 1 hour or 1 year or whatever, but it's short term. The good things we get are what we work for. Yeah? So actually, when you're sitting there thinking, she's had it so much easier because her husband is so supportive, or he's had it so much easier because he had financial backing, the thing that you're envious of is like a mirror showing you probably what you need to be working towards. Carl Jung, my favourite, Carl Jung said, he said, those that look on the outside dream, and those that look on the inside look to the inside awake. Yeah? Very profound quote. Because actually, by comparing ourselves to everybody else's lives, we're looking on that outside and we're deciding whether our life is acceptable or not. Yeah? It's like people who like being staying at home. Yeah? Now, I have to admit, I'm one of these people. I never get, bored has never come into my life, ever. I can never feel bored. There's just always so many things to read about or to research, or there's my crochet that I haven't done yet this year, but I'm dying to do. And I love the comfort of home. I don't know whether that's like the Scandinavian hoogie or whatever they call it, but I actually am a little bit of an introvert. I love people and I love being sociable, but actually my ideal is to be at home with loved ones around me, doing their thing, me doing my thing, and just feeling relaxed. Now, I was talking to someone who also loves doing that, and they didn't feel content about that, because they were saying, yeah, but my friends go out and they do this and they do this, and so I feel like my life is less than. But it's not, it's because they were comparing themselves to what other people did, rather than say, actually, this is where I feel my most relaxed and most content. I'm not looking at what other people do and saying, I must be like them. I'm saying, that's okay. I like to be at home. I like to be doing the things that I'm interested in. And actually, that's okay. Yeah? So we don't need to compare our lives. We just accept who we are. And whether that's you like to go out partying every weekend because you love it, yeah, I did used to like that. But or whether you like to stay in and just like do your own thing. Yeah, it's when you stop comparing yourself and accepting yourself for who you are. So, I'm going a little bit off track. But yeah, so when we look at other people's lives and we think that their lives are easier because we feel that our lives are a struggle, what do we do? Okay, well, we look at those things in other people that we feel that they've got better than, okay, whether that's financial support, whether that's emotional peace, yeah, and then we need to look within. We need to look at our lives and say, well, actually, what is that emotional chaos that is around me that's making me feel unhappy? What are those old wounds that perhaps that occurred in childhood that I haven't been willing to process and heal? Yes. The financial lack I have, yeah? What can I do about that situation? What can I do to change my situation? Now, I understand when you are in financial lack, okay, it can be really hard to get the motivation to change things, yeah? You can just be thinking, how can I possibly go from here to there, yeah? But you can, okay? I am in the process of trying that right now. And I truly believe that even if it's not the journey I'm taking, I feel like I'm going to get there somehow because I'm not in the stuck position that I used to be. I just used to be stuck, not knowing which way to turn. Yeah? So when we can see, so what we're doing, we're looking at those things that we feel perhaps envy or just their life is easier. We're looking at those particular things and then we're pointing it, we're reflecting it back to ourselves and we're saying, what about those things in my area of my life am I dissatisfied with? And actually, what can I do, not anyone else, what can I do to change that? Okay? Because the thing is it's very easy, isn't it, to sort of fall into that way of thinking of, oh, my life has gone this way because of this, or my life has gone this way because of that. And blaming other people for how your life is now. But you know what? There's only one person who is in control of your life, and that is you. And there is only one person who can control your life. Yeah, and change it. I keep repeating myself, but that is you. Yeah, it is only you. So what I want you to do today is, if you're feeling this way, yeah, just take some time out to reflect and then think about, what can I do to improve my life? And if you can take those steps, outside forward, yeah, if you can take those steps, instead of staying stuck, just step forward and start moving in the direction that you want to, you will find that doors will open unexpectedly before you. Okay. Right, I'm going to leave it there for today. Thank you for joining me. Please do comment, like, subscribe, all of that amazing stuff that you wonderful people do. And please, please, please find your peace. Find your peace and send out the love. Okay, bye.